The tax would force founders to sell huge chunks of our companies to pay for what he described as fraud, waste, and political favors for the organizations pushing this ballot initiative.
So let's bring in House Judiciary Committee member, Republican Congressman from California, Kevin Kiley. Also here, president of Strellmark LLC, Hillary Fordwich. Thank you both for being with us. So, Kevin, tell me what your thoughts when you hear this.
Well, it's just taking the insanity of California to another level for multiple reasons. But let's just assume first, for the sake of argument, that this actually were to work as intended, and you had these billionaires who suddenly had 5% of their net worth confiscated. Well, is that actually going to solve California's problems? No, it's not going to solve California's problems. All it's going to do is create more opportunities for fraud. We know this because over 5 years of Gavin Newsom's governorship, total revenue, tax revenue in California, the total budget increased by $124 billion. And yet everything got worse in the state. We continue to lead the nation in poverty, in unemployment, in homelessness, in illiteracy, and a lot of other areas where you don't want to lead the nation. And so the way to solve the problems we have in California is to reform our government, not to simply try to extract yet more tax revenue.
Well, let's get to some of the key points of this tax here. All right. As we've mentioned, 5% tax on billionaires' assets. Wipe out that. It's proposed for November 2026. On the ballot, if passed, retroactive January 1st, 2026. Now, 90% of the revenue is supposed to go to health care. 200 estimated billionaires, $2 trillion in wealth. Estimate tax raise, $100 billion. 25 billion cap. Okay, Hillary, I'm just going to kind of agree with Kevin there that how are you going to trust the state of California to actually do right with this money? I have a hard time believing that.
Well, Bob, you're absolutely right. I agree with Kevin as well, Congressman Kiley, but also for once, are you ready? I'm going to defer to Governor Newsom. He has actually said not to be panicked by this. He's against this. If Governor Newsom is against the tax, you have to know it must be absolutely ghastly. This is on the ballot for November. And I think what California should do is look to Norway and look to the UK. Norway instituted a wealth tax, and they have seen an absolute exodus of all of their millionaires. It's actually devastated Norway. And in the UK, one millionaire leaves the UK every 45 minutes due to the wealth tax. So take a lesson from those two countries that are failing because of this kind of wealth tax. It doesn't work. And the last but not least, there is the expression, the more you tax of anything, the less you get of it. There'll be less revenue because they will leave.
All right, Congressman Kiley and Hillary, thank you very much for being with us again.
Pleasure, Edie.
Okay,
Pleasure,
good to
Bob.
see you both.